Getting ready for the extra point after the first score of the game. Oh, they blocked the extra point. He's got it, and he can go with it. Guys, LSU has the lead here. And we've come to the end of the first as we take a moment to check out the stats so far. They are lined up and ready to go and get things started here in the second. Kicker has everything lined up and about set to get this one underway. No reason to risk trying to field that one as it skips through the end zone. It'll be a touchback. So first down here as they go back to work. Looking for a man. It's Simpson. Here comes the heat. Fires downfield. Complete to the left. He gets those chains moving, gets it out to the 42-yard line. Alabama pushing the tempo.
That's a really nice job plucking that pass. I don't know if another school has done as good a job as Alabama in recent years as bringing in top-level talent at the wide receiver position. When you think of guys like Julio Jones, Amari Cooper, Jerry Jeudy, Devontae Smith, this guy, he looks like he could be on the field with all those guys, too. He's got speed. He's got the ability to pluck the football out of the air. What a big-time weapon. How nice is...
Racing down the left side. And he got away from the defense and takes it in. Touchdown, Alabama!
One of the reasons this offense is so exciting to watch, they've got guys that are dangerous after the catch. And if this quarterback gets through his progression, David, he hits you in stride, these guys will take it to the house.
Man, it's your job to do the rest, right? You hit me in stride where I don't have to stop running. I don't have to break down. It makes it so easy. The connection between quarterback, wide receiver, you can tell this is a good one, and that's why they got 6 on that play.
Running to daylight from inside his 25. Maybe if he could have eluded just 1 or 2 more guys, it would have been a big return, but they'll mark it at the 30. LSU will dive into the playbook here on offense. They went 3 and out on their first possession, now to see if they can be more productive this time around. He wants to change this route. They'll crank up this drive with the pass. Quickly to the tight end. And he's brought down after a nice game. That throw and catch, a really good example of why coaches don't want a quarterback to get stuck on a particular target, isn't it, David?
Yep, it's exactly right. Find the guy who's open because you got so many guys that have so much speed that can do so much damage on the field. Find my matchup, get it to him, let him do the rest.
The Tigers have put themselves in dire straits after that last play. It's 2nd and a mile. Tight end now in motion. Johnson wants to throw it. Looking to buy time. Finds his man. It's Green. Taken out of bounds after a good pickup there. They're in striking distance at the 37.
I think you're seeing the chemistry between these two guys in that last play, right? Quarterback's on the move. He's got to find his big fella. He does a great job of finding the soft spot in the defense and settling down. He was a stationary target for his quarterback on the move.
Deep shot for the end zone. Touchdown, LSU! They went for it all, and it paid off with the score.
And it's so underrated. The relationship between a QB and a wide receiver, the timing, the ability to know where he's going to be and be accurate with the football, that's what leads to nice touchdowns, Jesse.
Well, and the chemistry between these two guys has to be great when you're throwing into the end zone because coverage is going to be tight. The throw might not be perfect, but this is something these two guys have been repping in practice over and over and over, and it's paying dividends now on game day.
They'll try to add another to their lead. And he makes the extra point. Quick work on that scoring drive, just 4 plays. And they pay it off with a strike from 38 yards out. Kickoff unit on the field, and this defense will be called on to protect this lead. On the move from inside his 5. Nice job by the kickoff team. Everybody stayed in their lanes, and they'll stop him at the 16. They've got a little time here to put together a productive drive late in the half. Off the play fake on first down to throw. And this will be incomplete. A big hit there forces second down. This series dates back to 1895. One of the odd things, guys, is historically the visiting teams have had a lot of success.
And these fans don't like each other. Man, you can feel the hate, the hostility. Both programs so talented, recruited at a high level. These teams have even rematched for a national championship before, Palmer. These two teams are ballers.
And this is a game, too, David, that everybody circles on the calendar at the start of the season. We all know that conference championship, national championship, Heisman Trophy implications are on the line. And the intensity level in this game, it's simply unmatched in college football. We just have not seen this offense look very sharp so far in this game, running or throwing it. The second half, throwing it specifically, I think they need to find a better rhythm. They've got to find a way to get some completions strung together.
He tries to take the top off. Intercepted. A first half turnover can swing momentum. Just a short return, but that would have been icing on the cake. They've got it first down at the 42. They'll start this drive from the 42. Johnson looking to throw. Pulls it in. It's Durham. He puts him in business across the 50 into the 46-yard line. It'll be first down. Might be calling a hot route. Looking to throw on first down. Floating away. Creates a little room. Breaks into the open. Just carving up this defense and getting it down to the 24.
I mean, these quarterbacks nowadays can run so fast. Think about who you've got chasing them. Defensive linemen, those big old defensive tackles, defensive ends, linebackers. They can't catch him because they're faster than them nowadays. So much speed, so much electricity now with these guys.
A nice job by the QB there, timing out that drag throw. It's zone coverage, so he's got to make sure he gets it to his receiver in a window to allow him to catch the ball and then turn it upfield.
To throw, he's working against the clock. He's brought down at the 7-yard line, and they are threatening to take it in. LSU right back to the line. He's looking to throw. And the pressure was too much. They get him at the 15. Defense rolls up deep in its own end on that last play. Now a second and long coming. Back to throw, time running short in the half. And he wanted to get the score right there, but it falls incomplete.
Well, you knew you were going to see it in this game, throwing the go route to one of the fastest players in all of college football. This receiver strikes fear in the heart of every defense because he's got elite track speed. He's going to blow the combine up in the 40-yard dash because of his wheels. Not able to connect with the quarterback on that one, but you know he has the defense's attention.
On third and long, doesn't need to take the check down. And he's got it! Touchdown, Tigers!
And they trust their QB to execute like they have the whole first half, and he delivers, and they build on this lead and build their momentum going into halftime.
And wait just a second. The official's going to take a second look at this one. And the play will stand after the replay booth just does a little double checking to make sure. Lining up for the PAT. And with the extra point, they stretch the lead to 13. They put together a 65-yard drive for the score. And they finish it up with a 15-yard scoring toss. So they got the touchdown, now going to put it in the hands of their defense to finish off this half. He'll start the return inside his 5. Just never had a chance to shake loose, and he'll be brought down at the 24. So let's see how they play it in this final 30 seconds of the first half. Back to pass, it's Simpson. Throwing right. And the physical play there forces the incompletion on first down.
Hey, man, if you're going to force incompletions when the QB's throwing to the tight end, you better be physical. Nice job with the hit, forcing that incompletion.
After the incompletion, they go back up top. Fires to the middle. He can't find his man, and the clock stops with 6 seconds left.
And I think a big reason this offense is struggling right now and why they're trailing on the scoreboard is they have not been able to protect this guy, and it's affected him. He has not looked very accurate. Moving forward, the pass pro has got to be better to help this guy out.
On 3rd and long, try to convert through the air. Unleashes it. Pulls it in. It's Miller. They finally make the stop, and that one will make those halftime stats look a little nicer as we head to the break. Alabama ready to put a boot to it to start the second half. On the run from inside his 25. Nice return there, and he'll be dragged down at the 34. The Bayou Bengals will run the offense out onto the field. They start this third quarter with the lead, but they might want to think about shoring up that protection.
Yeah, the good news is you're leading on the scoreboard. The bad news is your quarterback doesn't feel like it because you can't protect him. So, David, adjustments in pass protection, that has to be something they were talking about here at halftime.
100%. Just you can't get him hit that much. He's still doing a good job delivering the football, but if you keep it...
Turning it on! And an explosive play has him on the move, and he gets it all the way to the 48-yard line.
The defense has got to be more physical up front. Don't let them have those running lanes, those holes to break off a nice run, get a first down. And here's the thing, you better reload quick because they're right back on the line to call another play.
He's run out of bounds at the 23 after the big gainer.
This shouldn't be a surprise to anybody. The lead in the third quarter, and you want to keep it, you got to bleed the clock. Best way to do that, run the football. And you're now seeing this offense call these run plays back to back. They are trying to be physical, and they're trying to stay on the field.
Finds a little space. How about this sophomore stopping him short of the first down line? And the Tigers racing to the line in the hurry-up.
And that wasn't a big game, but look at the offense. Right back on the ball, ready to call a play, ready to go fast.
Came through like a shot and knocked him down for a loss of 5.
And, man, it's nice to have a guy that is just better than play you call, man? How about him getting in the backfield quick, penetrating, using his quickness, and using his strength to get him to the ground? That is a ball.
On 3rd and long, no secret what he needs here. He took a hit as he threw it and couldn't deliver the football. It's incomplete and 4th down's coming. The offense will have to use its first timeout of the half.
Timeout, LSU.
It is loud in here as they try to help him get a stop on 4th down. And you can give all the credit to the crowd for that one. Offense, no chance, and call for the false start. The Tigers will come to the line to convert on 4th down. He'll try to throw and pick up the 1st down. With the catch, it's Watkins. Picks up enough to give them 1st and 10 from the 11.
And that's a play that
Welcome, everyone, to the home of the LSU Fighting Tigers, Baton Rouge and Tiger Stadium. As we'll see the number 5 team in the country, the Oregon Ducks, taking on a team from the SEC, the LSU Tigers. For EA Sports College Football, I'm Reese Davis, David Pollack, Jesse Palmer alongside. Guys, we can't wait to see this game. Been looking forward to it all week. The Ducks will kick it away to start us off. Fielded in the end zone. It's Thomas. Not nearly as much as... When he brought it out of the end zone, he'll be stopped at the 15. Back to the ground game on the left. Got the first down and still on his feet. Down at the 25 after he picked up 10. The Bayou Bengals have been able to put on an aerial circus in recent years. Foundation, the running game.
Yeah, don't forget about the run game. That starts everything, right? Because if you can run it, you can throw it, you can create some bounds and keep defenses off guard. But I think LSU does a really good job of always establishing the run game first. Then they'll get to their playmakers and all the speed out wide.
They've got it 1st and 10 from the 25. Use the play fake, now to throw. Looking for an open area to his left. Got a man, it's Anderson.
And that's one of the things I love about this quarterback. He has the athleticism and the elusiveness that when things break down and they're not perfect, he can still make the play go. Great job of buying time and locating receiver down the field.
The Tigers come to the line. This situation, you might see a shot play. Slithers into space. Sweet cut there. And they'll move the chains and get it to the 47-yard line. LSU getting set on 1st and 10. They'll move the tight end. Off the play fake on 1st down. Nowhere to go, and the ball is loose. Defense trying to take it back.
Well, defenses get excited when they see the quarterback in an empty backfield like that. They know, hey, I'm not going to have to beat a running back or a tight end to get there. If I get to him, I might have an opportunity to knock this thing loose, and that's exactly what happened for the defense.
You can barely hear yourself thinking here as they're trying to get this defense off to a good start. Now the play fake. Blasted as he lets it go. There he goes. What a play there, and he rips off a big one all the way to the 16-yard line.
And I love that play call. There's a great example of sudden change situation, right? Your defense gets the turnover. You get it right back. The very first play, let's be aggressive. Let's take a shot and see if we can catch the defense napping. Boy, oh boy, did that ever work out great.
Timeout called here by the defense. It's their first of the half. They've moved to the 16. It's 1st and 10. the play fake. Now to throw. Got his man quickly. And they're able to force him out of bounds after a short pickup.
They say tight ends are a quarterback's best friend in the pass game because think about it. The tight end's the guy lined up closest to the quarterback, which means generally those are the easiest throws a quarterback has. You saw it on that play.
Moore to the air, using the quick game. And the defense holds firm. No pickup at all on that play. Well, that helped the completion percentage, but the idea was yards after the catch, and it didn't happen.
Great job on defense, too. See ball, get ball. They saw exactly when that...
And he cruises his way to the house. Touchdown, Oregon!
Quarterback's abilities to read the field is huge, and also the anticipation, the timing. To be able to throw the football, Jesse, and hit a guy in stride so he can get run after the catch and get in the end zone, that was a nice job by the quarterback.
Yeah, it's critical, David. And listen, a lot of times, touchdown passes aren't thrown into the end zone. You've got to read the coverage, hit the open guy, and let him do the rest.
They get set for the point afters. We have the first score of the game. Quick work on that scoring drive, just 4 plays. And they top it off with a 14-yard pass for the touchdown. He'll bring it out. It's Thomas. He was hoping for something a little more dynamic, but they get him on the ground at the 20. They'll snap it from the 20 for the opening play of this drive. Looking to throw on first down. Throws to the tight end. Picked off. What a play to set him up. Got some room to run. And they'll drag him down after a good return on the interception.
Well, the offense turns it over, and talking to their coaching staff before this game, they talked about how important it was to have good ball security and not give the opponent extra possessions. That time, poor decision by the quarterback, and the defense made them pay.
The Ducks ready to go back to work on offense. Always a positive to put up early points, and they'll try to add to this 6-0 edge. He's got the tight end. And that corner came in hot despite knowing that he was giving up some size.
And nice job by the defense staying glued to him. Getting him on the ground as soon as he catches the football. Knowing he's a threat, I'm not going to let this guy get out of my sights. Nice job by the defense.
Steps away to find some room. Oh, he's got some room headed to the goal line. And he rolls into the house. Touchdown, Ducks! Well, just as you would expect, that didn't take very long.
It didn't, Reese, and you've got to make great field position count. When you've got opportunities, you got to pay it off. And the offense took advantage, scoring a touchdown. Didn't have far to go, but they got the points they needed.
Bounces through the end zone. It's a touchback. They'll bring it out to the 25. They'll put this one in play. First snap of the drive from the 25. Johnson wants to throw it. Unloads to the wideout. Intercepted. A first-half turnover can swing momentum. And they'll get him down after a solid return.
Nothing going right for this team early in the first quarter here. The defense is getting gashed, and now you've thrown a pick. The head coach has got to get his team together and get everybody to calm down and settle in.
And this defense, they've got to do a big job here. Like, offense puts you in a bad spot. You haven't had some great moments, but this possession, we got to get a stop, got to stop the bleeding, and get the ball back to our...
Touchdown, Oregon! A great catch and run for 6. The offense did exactly what it's supposed to do with a start like that one.
When you're set up with that field position, you're thinking touchdowns. You're not thinking field goals. It's exactly what the offense does. Takes advantage of great field position.
The defense going to stop the clock with a timeout. They want to make sure they have everybody on the same page. Lining up to tack one more onto that lead. And he tacks on the extra point. That's taking advantage of a golden opportunity set up with great field position, and they struck quickly for the touchdown. He'll bring it out. It's Thomas. He was looking for some running room, but not much to be found as he stopped at the 18. A little bit backed up to start this drive from their own 18-yard line. To the air on first down. And it's incomplete, deflected, knocked away by the D.
Yeah, I don't know if the quarterback got confused on first down. He might have thought the defense was going to be in man coverage that time, but they were in zone. They fooled him and just didn't seem like he had his eyes in the right place, was forcing that ball to his intended target. The window way too small. The guy was not open, so that didn't have that chance to be complete.
Can't make the connection in the defense. Putting on the heat and forcing the incompletion. Timeout called by the defense. It's their first of the half as they'll make some adjustments. Now on 3rd and 10, if they can move the chains here, maybe they can get this drive started. Johnson looking to throw. Got it in the middle. It's Anderson. Breaks into the open. And he was loose and not stopped until he gets to the 47-yard line.
When you're a playmaker like this guy is, your coaches are going to dial up plays intended for you, especially on 3rd down. That's what you saw in that last play. There was no...
Fires toward the end zone. And that deep shot's going to wind up incomplete, but we do have a flag on the field. Let's see what the official says. Defense a little too eager on that last one, and now it's 1st and 5. From the gun, looking for a man. Under fire. Oh, he had it right down the middle, and it just squirted right through his fingers, and they miss an opportunity for a nice play on 1st down. Let's see what they've got on 2nd down. Looking to fire. Can't quite make the connection there. Might have let him a little too much.
At this point, trailing by a lot, the defense is expecting you to throw it. If you're going to throw over the middle of the field, the window's going to open and close quickly. You've got to have better timing to complete that throw. They just didn't have it there.
The throw to the outside is complete. That'll be enough for the 1st down as they mark it down at the 31-yard line. As they get set to snap it, time winding down here in the quarter. Wants to go up top on 1st down. Snagged in the middle. It's Anderson. They get him on the ground and... And we'll head to the 2nd quarter. Time has expired here in the quarter, and Oregon has the lead. And they jumped out to that edge early. As we wrap up the first, let's take a quick look at our game stats. Big turning point as we head into the 2nd and get this game rolling again. So they'll go back to work after changing into the field. Let's go. The give to the tailback. Noses his way forward, maybe gets one. They'll mark it at the 18.
Now, what's the closest guy to the football, man? It's those defensive tackles, and those guards and centers have to work together. They got to get those guys and get some movement. They don't on this play, and the big fella eats. Nowhere to go. When you run into him, you usually meet the ground.
And, you know, when we talk about great 3rd down defenses, it really starts with them getting stops on 1st and 2nd down. You've got to get those stops early in the drives to set up 3rd and long, so that's a missed opportunity on that 2nd down by this defense.
And the Tigers really need to keep this drive alive on 3rd down.
White 53. White 53.
Johnson wants to throw it. Fires into the end zone. And it's caught. Touchdown, Tigers.
One of the areas they really focused on with this receiver in the offseason was we need you to make more plays for us in the end zone. When we're taking shots, we need you to be able to step up and make tough catches. David, what a grab right there.
And I think a lot of that has to do with trusting your guy, knowing where he's going to be, knowing when he's going to sit down, when he's not, so being on the same page, and then having a guy that can go get it. Just when the ball is near him, he's going to make the play, just like he did right there for 6 points.
They'll try to tack one more on their score. Bangs it through for an extra point. 76 yards on the drive for the touchdown. And they finish it by firing one in from the 13 for the score. They're set to kick it off. You think this crowd's going to get loud when their defense comes on the field? Here he comes from inside his own 5. And the return man is stopped, and that'll leave it up to the offense on the next drive. And Oregon has it back, and here comes the offense. They saw what happened on that last scoring drive, and now probably feeling a little bit of heat to answer. They'll knock him down for a loss of a couple.
Great job of contained by this defense. And in order to do that, the end man on the line of scrimmage defensively has got to be able to set the point and force the football back into traffic. And that's exactly what happened there.
Not what they had in mind to start this drive. Here comes 2nd and 13. Here's the handoff. Running into the open space. That is a big win for this defense as they were right there as soon as he got the ball. Man, what a spectacular play by that defensive end to come up with the tackle there.
And you see those guys get off the football so fast. Most of these guys are 250 to 275 pounds, but they get off the ball fast, low. And the offensive linemen, they have no chance to stop those guys as quick and as fast as they are.
The offense wastes no time getting the timeout call. They've got them pinned deep in their own end, and this crowd trying to help keep them there. Quick timeout by the defense there, trying to make sure everyone has the same call. Better get that seismograph ready here in Death Valley. Huge 3rd down coming. Moore will throw. Zings it complete to the right. What a play by this defense, and they stop him short. It'll be 4th down.
Well, they weren't able to gain a lot of real estate on that last completion deep down in their own end. If anything, if you're looking for a silver lining, I guess the punter maybe has a little bit more room to try to get one off now on 4th.
Hunt is on its way. And they'll let that one go, and it'll roll out of bounds. Let's see if they can get something going here late in the half. Defense trying to keep this offense from getting a line on who to block. They'll knock him down for a loss of a couple.
And this offense on first down, man, they go backwards. And they've built a deficit, and they've been sluggish. And they just need something to get going, to get started, because they've kind of looked out of sorts and out of rhythm this whole game.
Not what they had in mind to start this drive. Here comes 2nd and 13. He might want another play. Wants to fire on 2nd down. Grabbed in the middle. It's Anderson. That one takes it down to the 13-yard line. It's 1st and 10 from the 13. Johnson looking to throw. Quarterback feeling the pressure, and down he goes at the 22. Clock's running, and they'll try to get to the line warp speed for 2nd down. The defense burns their 3rd and final timeout of the half. That last sack got them behind the sticks. It's 2nd and long here. Wants to go up top. Going for it all. And that one's incomplete. Worth taking a shot there, but couldn't hook up.
Well, he's linked up with his quarterback 4 times in this first half. Finally, they're not able to connect on that one. I think the defense has just had enough. I think they've said, you know what? You can throw it somewhere else, but you're not going to get it to that guy. We're going to have coverage helping out on that receiver.
On 3rd and long, he'll need to loosen up that arm. A shot toward the end zone. Touchdown, Tigers! Snagged in the end zone to give them 6.
Man, I tell you what, that passing touchdown, man, that should spark this whole team. Like, the comeback is more than on now. Like, they got the touchdown. They cut into the lead. You want to get a stop and go into the half, get all the juices, all the excitement, and be like, listen, the passing game's rolling. We got this. The comeback's in full effect.
On to attempt the try. And with the extra point, every little bit counts as they get closer. A very efficient 5-play scoring drive. So the kickoff team will come out after they turn in a score on that last drive. He'll bring it back from inside his 5. Nice job by the kickoff team. Everybody stayed in their lanes, and they'll stop him at the 16. Plenty of time to work, not any time to waste as they take over here in the final 2 minutes of the half. Moore to the air. With the catch, it's Hughes.
One of the things you love about this running back is not only can he run between the tackles, but he's also a weapon in this offense catching the football.
Ducks with a 2nd and short to keep this drive moving. Back to pass. Caught near the sticks. It's low. Tackled at the 29. Let's give him 5 on that one.
I like the slot receiver because he gives his quarterback a good option working the middle of the field. He's a nice weapon in this offense.
They'll start this one from the 29 on 1st down. These DBs going to give a little cushion. Looking downfield on 1st down. Finds his big tight end. That's about as close as you can get to that marker, and it will be second and just a few breaths away from the first down. Looking to go up top in times, running out in the half. Got it in the middle, it's low. And he's brought down after a nice game.
This offense is clicking, and clearly everything is working. The offensive coordinator's calling good plays. The quarterback and his unit is executing. And this defense right now, they have no answers.
Running out of time here in the first half. They're going to have to be efficient to put some points on the board before the break. Wants to throw on first down. Trying to make magic on the scramble. And the defense makes the tackle, and that ought to do it here in the first half. The Tigers will line up to kick off and start the second half. That ball skips through the end zone. It's a touchback, and they'll take over at the 25-yard line. The Ducks ready to go back to work on offense. Moore will throw. Oh, they're after him. Not much running room there thanks to this senior defender.
It's just so nice to have a QB under center. Nowadays in football, you can trust these guys. You put so much on their plate, and you tell them, go get positive yards when it's there. And a lot of these guys are such great athletes, they do it with ease.
Backed up now, here's second and long. Looking for a gap, it's Whittington. He picks up maybe a couple before he stopped right at the 30-yard line.
And I think this has probably been the most surprising thing of this game so far. This guy's one of the best running backs in the entire country. They just can't get him going. He's never been able to get into a rhythm. You got to give the defense so much credit because they have been able to shut this guy down. And they got to keep that up here in the second half.
Shotgun snap on third down. That's caught. It's Whittington. They'll make the stop about 3 yards short of the first down. The Ducks will go for it on fourth down. He'll try to throw and pick up the first down. Bought a little time, lets it go. Oh, it's picked off. Oh, that's not the way to start a drive. He managed a few yards on that. Massachusetts and DKR, home of the Texas Longhorns. As we'll see a squad from the SEC, the LSU Tigers, taking on the 11th ranked team in the land, the Texas Longhorns. For EA Sports, I'm Reese Davis, Jesse Palmer, and David Pollack with me. Guys, can't wait to get this started. And the Longhorns will put total weather and we'll get started. And he takes this from inside the 5. Excellent job by the kick cover. A pretty minimal gain on that return. This place is roaring, and it's going to be so hard to operate under these conditions. One back in the backfield, he gets the carry. He's stopping behind the line. He ran through one guy, but not through the rest.
And that's why he is an All-American caliber player. He is just so physical and dominant against the run. He's able to shed blockers, use his athleticism, use his speed, get to the ball carrier and bring him down. Simply one of the best box defenders you're going to find in the entire country.
Johnson wants to throw it. Just a short pass to the tight end. Building momentum, picking up a chunk of yardage, moving the chains out to the 34.
Well, I know the tight end did some good things after the catch, but got to give the quarterback credit, too, for the location of the throw. Because he put it out in front of his big man, he was able to make the catch and accelerate, creating some distance there between him and the defense.
Power football with the run. And how about that play by that giant, that mountain of a man on the defensive front?
Yeah, they're just going to need more push up front. There was nowhere for that running back to go. The offensive line got moved right back into his lap, and as a result, they lose yards on that.
This crowd, full throat, spreading the eardrums and letting them know it's going to be a long day. Bringing the heat. Quarterback feeling the pressure, and down he goes at the 22.
Right away early in this game, first drive, you're seeing the big storyline here. It's this quarterback's speed versus the defense and who's going to win the day. And I love the tone the defense is setting here. They knew coming in they were going to have to find a way to corral this guy, and they're able to get home early, really creating some momentum on their side.
They'll immediately call timeout.
Timeout, LSU.
Now a lot of work to do to move the chains, keep this drive alive after that earlier sack. On 3rd and long, he's going to have to turn one loose downfield. Got a man, it's Watkins. He steps out right at the 40-yard line, and now they are in business moving toward midfield. Making side adjustments here. On fourth down, looking to pass. Fires on the move. Picked off, and the opening drive is stopped with an interception. And he's wrapped up after a solid return on the pick.
How about this defense? Coming out, you know you've got a challenge on your hand, and you talk about coming out ready, hair's on fire, ready to play. You can tell, dropping back, great coverage. They know this guy's great. They know he can spin it. They're sitting on the coverage, waiting on it. They win the first check early. Give the defense some credit. They were ready for this great quarterback.
The defense uses their second timeout of the half as they try to get their act together. To the air. It's Manning. He's going to take a shot right away. And they weren't able to make the connection. They were looking for an explosive play. Oh, he had him out there, and he was trying to compensate for that speed, but just a little too much distance.
That's just greased lightning, so you think, I can't overthrow this guy. I'm going to throw it out there and let him run underneath it just a little bit too far for the speedster.
They'll run play action. Unloads it left. Complete downfield. They stop him at the 42, but they get it across midfield. Pick up 10 and the first down. New set of downs after the completion. Wants to throw on first down off the play fake. And they won't make the connection going for the big play.
Well, even though that was an incompletion, I wouldn't be surprised if this secondary wants to start playing deeper coverages, because this offense has shown that they're willing to be aggressive. They've got a lot of speed. This defense cannot allow any big plays here in the second half.
Throws to the wideout. Makes a connection. Gets it all the way inside the 20-yard line to the 19 before being hauled down. Out of the gun, the inside handoff, looking for a crease. He's guided out of bounds. They'll mark it at the 6-yard line, and this defense has to be reeling.
First down, physicality wins football games. Being able to run the football and create balance. And right here, just choose up another first down. Gives you another chance to maybe continue to run the football.
And I feel like this guy, too, is just an explosive play waiting to happen. His vision, his quickness, and he's got a burst. If you give this guy just a crease, he's going to hit it. And right now, he's doing some damage on this defense. The counter run play is really tricky for defenses to stop because it forces you to play with great eye discipline. Everything in pre-snap is telling you the ball's going to the strong side, but now they run it back weak, and they're pulling offensive linemen.
And he takes it in for the score. Touchdown, Longhorns! Smokey the Cannon, not the only one using explosives around here, and it has electrified this Longhorn crowd.
I mean, coming out on point, coming out dissecting the defense, scoring early in front of this crowd. You know good and well, all these fans love their school. Texas has got so much pride. This gets them going early.
And he puts through the extra point. They already have the lead, and they're trying to build it here in the first quarter with an onside kick. They got it, able to recover the onside kick, and they get the offense right back out there. First snap of this drive will come from the 46. Looking downfield, it's Manning. Throws for the tight end. And he just overshot his man and threw it out of bounds, incomplete.
You know, it's a good decision by the QB because his intended target wasn't open, so throw it out of bounds, and you can live to play another day here on this drive.
They're dealing with a second and long. The defense going to stop the clock with a timeout. They want to make sure they have everybody on the same page. Plenty of work to do here on 2nd and long. Looking to fire. Here's a heat. He gambles and throws one all the way back to the left. Oh, he dropped it. That deep ball was right on the money. You just have to make that catch.
Well, I love the effort by the quarterback, right? Gets a little bit of pressure. He's able to scramble to his right, extend the play, and he tried to take a shot deep down the field, just not on the same page with his intended target.
Now facing a 3rd and long. From the gun, wants to pass. Fires to the middle. Found a seam. And they give him enough for the first down. They'll move the chains, and let's see if they can snap it one more time here in the first. Guys, it is Texas who holds the lead, and we've reached the end of one. Before we move on, let's take a look at our stats so far. First play of the period, first down here. To the ground with the back. They'll rip off 8 on that play. It's 2nd and 2.
Coaches always harp about staying ahead of the chains, and when you can run with that type of efficiency on first down, man, you are doing just that.
The Longhorns in a good spot here with 2nd and short. Defense in press coverage. Back to pass, it's Manning. Gets rid of it. And that's going to be incomplete. A lot of contact on the play, but no flags. It'll be 3rd down.
Well, they were trying to sneak him out of the backfield that time into the passing game, but that did not fool anybody on defense. What a hit, forcing that incompletion.
He'll throw on 3rd down. He's going to run it. They've got enough for the first down, and they're in the red zone at the 20.
And how about the awareness by this guy on 3rd down, a scramble play. Everything's breaking down, but he never panics and also knows exactly where he needs to get to pick up that first down. It's 3rd. I can't slide early. I can't run out of bounds. I'm probably going to have to put my body on the line here and take a big hit and risk that to get this first. That's a big-time leadership play by the quarterback.
Through his hands and incomplete. He normally makes that catch every time. It's 2nd down. Couldn't make the connection last time. Let's see if they throw it again. Second down, they'll go to the air. Fires deep toward the end zone. Can't make the grab as he was going for 6 right there. Third down has been right in the wheelhouse on this drive. They've already converted a couple of times, but they need the full 10 yards now. Now the pitch. Turning it on. They'll finally make the tackle, but that option was executed to perfection.
Man, really good decision-making by this offense on 3rd down. Understanding, running the option to perfection, getting it to the pitch man, and he gets the first down and some extra yards.
Defense has got to do a better job of taking the most dangerous man. That's the guy with the football in his hands. Force him to do something with it. You can't just let him keep the ball and go score.
They want to see if they can score the deuce. They'll move the wide receiver. Trying to punch it in. He's not going to make it stop. Welcome, everyone, to the home of the LSU Fighting Tigers, Baton Rouge and Tiger Stadium. As we'll see, the number 11 team in the country, the Texas Longhorns, taking on another SEC rival, the LSU Tigers. For EA Sports College Football, I'm Reese Davis, joined here in the booth by David Pollack and Jesse Palmer. And guys, let's get this thing started. I guess they're not interested in kicking it away. They're lining up for an onside kick. That's why they call them the hands team. They're able to secure the onside kick.
Well, I give them a lot of credit for having guts. You normally don't see onside kicks until the very end of the game. Here we are in the first quarter, and they tried one, but it didn't work. So their defense now has to come out here and bail them out.
Okay, ready? Check. 42 Spider. 4-2 Spider.
Give to the running back. And you want to talk about gang tackling. On the defense, run to the ball.
And you want to run the football. That's okay. You'll take some of these. But if they start to add up down the road, obviously, you might want to think about airing it out a little bit.
Didn't get much on first down. It's 2nd and 9.
Here we go. Set. Kill.
Movement on the offensive line. That's going to be a false start, and they'll walk it back. So the decision has been made, and the coach will take the penalty. The Tigers trying to find their way forward after the big loss on the last play. Out of the crowd, and now he's got room. They were really set up on the opening drive, but a big third down coming here. Johnson looking to throw. That pass is well off target. He got hit as he was trying to throw, and they can't convert on third down. On fourth down, he'll try to toss it. They got him. It's a sack, and what a stop for this defense to turn it over on downs.
And listen, I have no problem being aggressive on fourth down, but the consequences of that, now you got to have your defense go bail you out. So you started the game trying to be aggressive. Well, defense, you got to get my back now.
This crowd trying to make life miserable for this offense. He's got an open man. Ripping off a good chunk inside the 25, and they're set up with a first down.
Really good job hauling that pass in. You know, I know Texas is a place a lot of people think about great DBs, and they've had a lot of really good running backs, too. I think the receiver position is one, though, that they want to build a legacy around. This guy right here, he's really stepping up in this game today, and he's the guy that Longhorn fans, they need to keep their eyes on for years to come.
Now improvising. Got his man on the right. They'll get it down to the 10-yard line on that completion.
Nice job by the receiver on the back end there, too. He sees his quarterback on the run moving, and he just works to get himself open to give his guy a place to throw the football. They're able to connect, and they keep the drive going.
Looking to throw on first down. Missed his receiver there. It's incomplete.
And how nice is it to have the home crowd going absolutely bananas? Communication is harder. The snapping the football, everybody being on time. Man, this crowd really affecting the football game.
Now second and goal, and right in the teeth of this noise. Quick timeout by the defense there, trying to make sure everyone has the same call. This crowd knows they have to bring it in big moments, and one of those has arrived. Wants to keep it in the air. He's going for the goal line. That completion will take it inside the 4, and the offense is threatening. On third and goal, you can't hear yourself thinking here. Back to throw, it's Manning. Under fire. And the quarterback goes down all the way back at his 4-yard line.
And that is how you get it done. Third down, it's the money down, right? We got to be at our best. How about the monster sack on third down?
I see a look of disappointment from this kicker, but that offense is happy. They'll stay out there and go for it. Fourth and goal from the 4. Oh, he dropped it. Just didn't look it all the way in, and they'll turn it over on downs. And that decision will be questioned for a while. They are pinned deep in their own territory. They'll snap it from their own 4 to start the drive. Running back searching for a hole. There he goes. He's at the 50. Past the 30. The tag. And he ran away from the crowd, and he'll take it in. Touchdown, Bayou Bengals.
What a big-time run. He's still running. Over 90 yards. That's one of those when you're running to the end zone, you're looking behind you, you're looking on the Jumbotron to see if anybody's going to catch him, and nobody's going to catch him on that huge touchdown run.
And he's got the extra point, and it's 7-0 to start this one. That one's going to get a little star marked beside it on the play sheet. One play, explosive, touchdown, just like that. Kickoff unit is out there again, and this crowd is feeling themselves after that last drive. Coming out with it, it's Moore. Not nearly as much as he'd hoped when he brought it out of the end zone. He'll be stopped at the 15. Good news, I guess. A lot of room to work with as they start this drive from their own 15. Dropping back, it's Owens. And that incomplete pass caused by the big hit on first down, second down coming.
That's what I'm talking about. That is how you close And when a guy's going to make a catch, you make sure he doesn't make it. Physicality, using your pads, running through them. And guess what? Not only this play does he feel it, next time he tries to go over the middle or feels footsteps, this will pay dividends.
Listen to this crowd just shaking the girders of this place, trying to help their defense. Back to pass on second down. And he will be sacked at the 6-yard line.
When you're on defense and you get to play outside linebacker, it's about as good as it gets, right? I get to rush the passer just like this and put him on the ground. Then I get to cover in space. I get to move all over the place. Great job by the outside linebacker. The most fun position to play in college football.
Now a lot of work to do to move the chains, keep this drive alive after that earlier sack. On third and long, hoping to throw beyond the sticks. Can't make the connection. The pressure there caused the missed timing.
What a great job by the defense, forcing a 3 and out.
Welcome to Austin, Texas, and DKR, home of the Texas Longhorns. As we'll see a squad from the SEC, the LSU Tigers, taking on the 11th ranked team in the land, the Texas Longhorns. For EA Sports College Football, Reese Davis with you alongside David Pollack and Jesse Palmer. Time to get this game started. The Longhorns will get us underway with the opening kickoff. Fielded in the end zone, it's Thomas. Rolling the dice to bring it out of the end zone did not work out as he stopped at the 13. This is what we expected. This crowd ready to make its presence known. Wants to throw. It's Nussmeier. Catch in the middle. It's Thomas. He'll get it out to the 25. Not bothered at all being backed up, and they've got a first down.
Offenses love the explosive plays through the air, pushing the ball down the field. And look at this. Sometimes it creates some momentum, and you want to capitalize. So you go get on the ball and get ready to run some no-huddle.
And not much doing there as that defense runs him out of bounds.
Yeah, and you see running backs in today's They play a wide receiver basically for you, but you got to find a guy that you can throw it to, and you know he's going to catch the ball consistently.
This crowd going to try to make life miserable for these guys. On the run, it's Durham. At the 40, there he goes. And how about that? What the doctor always ordered, an explosive play to the 40. What perfect... execution on that big run. Everything perfectly blocked, and this guy doesn't need a lot of room.
I love how this offensive line communicates and works up front. You see guys winning their one-on-one battles. There's double teams happening. Guys are getting into the second level and creating big lanes for this running back.
And the Tigers, after exploding for that huge run, back to work. The give out of the gun. He's going to lose a yard on that one. After losing a couple on that last play, here's 2nd and 12.
Nice job by this defense creating that negative play. That's what all defenses want to do. But look at this. This offense, they ain't scared. Right back on the ball, ready to run another play, ready to make this defense work.
Second down, they'll go to the air. Here's the pressure. He's going to take off. He's out of bounds at the 38-yard line.
Well, this defense is not going to be patient with this quarterback. They know that they have to affect him, and they have to dictate to him. So that time, they send the blitz. They're not even giving him an opportunity to sit back there and peruse the field. They flush him out.
Pulls it in inside the 10. The tackle is made, but he's got it 1st and goal from the 6. How about the mix of play calls on this drive? 3 runs, 3 passes, and now they're in business.
And just keeping the defense completely off balance. When you think it's a run, it's a pass. When you think it's a pass, it's a run. Nice job by this offense, going right down the field in 6 plays, and now set up for 1st and goal.
And they've got him down after the short completion, but they inch closer and closer to pay dirt. These fans raising the volume on 2nd and goal. Wants to adjust the pattern. Looking to throw, it's Nussmeier. Looking to get it in. They'll mark him down at the 2. The excellent execution on that throw and catch. They'll try to pass it in on 3rd and goal. It's incomplete. He was shooting for the end zone right there.
Yeah, and 3rd and short, they choose not to run, throw the football, and I think a lot of that has to do with they know they're in field goal range. They can take the 3 points on the board.
This offense wants to establish an aggressive identity. They'll go for it on 4th down. Just keep slinging it. He wants it all. Touchdown, LSU! Grab the short pass to put the 6 on the board.
And that is why timing is so important in the passing game. That is a critical 4th down. Down near the goal line, everything's going to happen quickly. It's got to be a great route. The quarterback has to get rid of it on time and make an accurate throw. 2 dudes on the exact same page, coming up with a massive touchdown down near the goal line on 4th down.
Getting set for the extra point after putting the scoreboard to work for the first time. And with the extra point, they get the first 7 of the game. So a drive there of 85 yards. And it was finished off with a 2-yard touchdown toss. On the run from inside his own 5. He was looking for some running room, but not much to be found as he stopped at the 18. They come over the football, 1 minute to go here in the first. Looking to throw, it's Manning. Rushes on him. And he'll pick up one. It brings up 2nd and 9.
Welcome to the frustrating reality of college football. Like, the guy at the quarterback spot, he can just do that. Pull it down, get positive yards, makes the defense have to account for him every single play.
Pressure coming. Got rid of it just in time. He gets rid of it, but I don't think they're going to let him get away with that. Nope, here comes the flag. You make up the game plan and not a lot on the play sheet for this. 3rd and long from inside their own 20. Timeout called here by the defense. It's the first one they've used this half. Not exactly the ideal situation for this offense. 3rd and long, backed up inside their 20. Looking to throw, and he needs a bunch. Caught over the middle. It's Moore. All out of space. He's at the 40. At the 20. Just what they were looking for. A huge explosive play, and they're inside the 15 at the 13-yard line.
Well, I think on that play you saw why this guy's such a big weapon in this offense. At receiver, he does such a nice job with his routes. He's patient, and he's consistent, and he's got good hands. You don't see him put a lot of balls on the ground. Nice job there picking up the first down.
The defense calls the timeout. They're 2nd of the day as they try to get their act together. On 1st down from the 13-yard line. To the air, it's Manning. Well, the quarterback can make a big play when he starts moving around. And the pass rush is effective, and they tackle him at the 19.
And that is a huge play for the defense. Offense has it in your red zone. You're trying to knock them out of field goal range. The only way you do that is by creating negative plays, and they get the sack.
He's got it. That's where they'll mark him a very productive play and a 1st down. Guys, LSU has the lead here. We put one in the books. Let's have a look at our game summary. Lots of time left and ready to go back at it here in the 2nd quarter. They'll try to open this quarter by sticking it in the end zone here. Sends it back in motion. The snap sets up to throw. And that one is picked up in the end zone. He's brought down. A short return to the deep.